or complete that thing on time or order on time. And of course, your overall organizational goal is going to be compromised. So, have you ever thought about that? Why a company give its employees holidays or paid holidays? Why they do that? Think about yourself if you want
So,
if you want to start your business and you are giving holidays, paid holidays to your employees. It's a cost. But why you do that?
because they want to retain the employees in the company.
So they know that they are doing the right thing. Right now, if they retain them, this employee will work for the next assignment, for the next order, or whatsoever, and he will not leave me, and it will ultimately benefit the organization, right? Or if you have a female workers, they got pregnant, it doesn't mean that you kick them out because she's going to be in labor and take at least to 6 months, 9 months, or say 3 months leave. So that doesn't mean that you kick them out. That's it. Doing the right thing so that when she is free from the natural process, she come back with more enthusiasm, with more passion, and maybe she give you more than, or she can make up to you more than these 3 months. That's what employees do. When you give them holidays, when they come to the organization, the same thing which is getting a time for like 3 months or 4 months, they are doing that in 1 month. All right. So remember, efficiency is like sucking up every energy in order to produce more, and on the same time looking at the future that either you are doing things right or not, that fulfills our organization goals or not. Your organization goal is to survive n number of years, but if you pressurize your employees, too much pressure, then employees will leave you. You will left behind with unproductive employees. Your product going to be compromised and your profit is going to be compromised, and then in 2 or 3 years you are bankrupt. You got the idea? What do we mean by efficiency and effectiveness? Right, everyone?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Oliver? Okay, we have
Yes.
Rodrigo
Yes.
and Fabricio or Fabricio. I think Fabricio, right? Okay, let's move to the next one. So this is the flow chart here. So you see, management is striving for low resource waste, which means high efficiency, high goal attainment, which is high effectiveness. It means low resource usage, which means less or minimum input, highest output. Then efficiency means that high attainment. So in management world, we call this means and ends. So whenever you heard in the managerial discussion means, it means efficiency. All right? How you are gonna go through with that efficiently? So what are the means to do this job? What will be your means to attain this job? Automatically assume that we're talking about how to use your resources efficiently so that there is no wastage. And whenever you heard the word, what is the end result? Remember, goal attainment. And high goal attainment automatically means low wastage. If you are achieving high effectiveness, it automatically means that high efficiency. If you are highly efficient, then make sure you are on the effectiveness or not. All right. So I think we have a question here. Did somebody ask the question? I got the notification, but it's gone. Let me check it. Okay. Good. I got it. Now, the functions of the manager. So up till now, what we have discussed: managers, who are the manager, what are the types of the manager, the hierarchical level of the manager, what is the management, what do we mean by efficiency and effectiveness, right? And we talked about why there is a need of manager, whether there is an importance of the manager or not, right? And now let's talk about the management function. The manager perform these four functions. These four functions. We call this POLC. Planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So now think in terms of that importance and the definition. Getting things done with the people, by the people, through the people, with efficiently and effectiveness. So all those definition points are here. Planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So planning, which means defining goals, establishing strategies to achieve those goals, developing plans to integrate and coordinate activities. What does it mean? If I need to do that, I make a plan. How I am going to establish it, you make short-term plans. And then you integrate or you coordinate with other, functions, other department of the organization and integrate that. For example, if our target is to produce 400 units this month, then what will be the coordinated activities? You tell the HR managers how many people you need to hire to complete this 400 units. So you are coordinating the stuff. And they are integrating with you. Okay, sir, you need 10 people. And then you said, okay, give them. So 10 people of just random people? That's it? No, skilled people. So that is the job for HR managers who integrate their goals with your goals. Their goal is to hire 10 people with specific knowledge, those who can work on this machine or those who can work in this system. They can produce well, they are physically fit, they have vision, they are fit for the organizations, and that's it. So they integrate their strategies with the organizational strategies of the other and also the other department as well. So planning, the top level planning is done by the top level managers, and then they disseminate to their lower level managers, and then they started their own planning, and ultimately their planning is integrated with their top level manager. Organizing, which means arranging and structuring work to accomplish organizational goals. How much we need to produce by 2 hours, 3 hours, by 1 month, it's like that. And how much is we are far away from our target, and all these stuff like that. So we will be having a whole chapter, whole discussion on this planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So this is just one line definition, and in reality, when we go over there, so it's going to be a whole bunch of theories and bunch of other stuff on each and every stuff. Leading means, so not only you plan and organize, you also lead, because working with and through the people, you need to motivate them. You need to give them sometimes you need to give them some greed. Okay, we are going to increase 10%. If you do that, Sometimes you give some benefits, some bonuses, right? We talk about there. Controlling, that is not a negative word, because many of the people, those who didn't go through this management subject, so they think that controlling is bad. Controlling is bad. So in real sense, controlling means monitoring, comparing, and go for corrective options, corrective words, corrective strategies. Monitoring means whether you are on the right track or not. We have plan, right? 1 year plan. Sorry about that. So we have 1 year plan, then we have monthly plans, and in monthly plans, whether we are able to achieve on monthly plan so that at the end of 12 months we will be able to finish what we have started. So if not, then you basically compare and go on again for the loop. Okay, now we are not on the on this track, so we need to use another strategy or something, some corrective work. Right, guys? So manager perform 4 function: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So guys, you understand? Everyone?
Yep. Understood.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Let's move forward. So this is the exhibit that shows the functions performed by the management, and these 4 functions would take you to achieve overall objective. Which objective? Organizational objective. So if you recall the definition of the manager, we talked about a manager is who getting things done with the people, through the people, by the people, with overall efficiently and effectively, with overall goal in which goal with the organization goal in mind. So planning, organizing, leading, controlling, which leads to organizational goal, purpose. All right. Now, Mitzberg organizational, also a managerial role and contemporary models of managing. So, Mr. Mintzberg, he's the researcher who, wait a second, here. So, who basically provide the theories on managerial roles that a manager perform in the organization. So remember, there's a difference between functions and roles. For every role, we can have a different manager as well. But sometimes a manager have 2 or 3 roles to perform. All right? Okay, rules. Specific actions or behavior expected of and exhibited by a manager. So your job requires this kind of behavior. Right? So when you are a manager, you need to exert some specific roles. If you are hired as a leading part of the management function, then what roles you need to perform? If you are hired by the planning part of the planning function of the management, then what roles you need to perform? So in order to perform these roles, so Mintzberg identified 10 roles and he grouped into, I think, 3 or 4. I think 4. Number 1 is interpersonal, 3, interpersonal, informational, and decision making. So let's just talk about this. What do we mean by interpersonal? So remember, the definition itself says that with the people, through the people, and by the people. So there are going to be people involving. So you need to meet the people, manage the people, talk to people. So interpersonal role going